Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Akimbola Ezekiel speaking. In today's video, we're going to be talking about those of you that have scored below 200 and you're currently worried about the current state of your admission with JAMB. Don't forget that right now you are free to change the institution you initially picked in case you're unable to meet up with the school's cutoff. In this particular video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 universities that have low cutoff in order for you to be able to gain admission to their universities. And this doesn't mean that the schools are substandard, but it just means that the school needs more people into their system, and that way they're able to allow people that has low or have scored low marks in their JAMB, right? So first, what is JAMB cutoff mark? Don't forget that JAMB actually put a mark or a score on every course, and this allows them to be able to filter the kind of student that gain admission into their schools. Now, remember when I was applying and seeking for admission to Obafemi Awolowo University, one of the major things that I was told was that I should make sure I score a particular mark, and then during the post-UTME session, I was asked to score at least 200. That is the only way I'll be able to gain an admission into the school. So if I score 199.9, my admission is not secured, right? So this cutoff mark is very important for schools to be able to gain admission into the university. Even if you don't score to that desired mark, one of the things you can do is that you can go to the JAMB CBT center around you, where you registered your JAMB, or somewhere around you, to carry out change of institution to be able to choose these particular schools I'm going to be mentioning. Now, one of the first schools I'll be mentioning today in this video is number one. We have Al Hikmah University in Ilorin. This is a private university, and their cutoff is currently 160. And it means that if you didn't gain admission last year and you wrote JAMB this year and you scored below 180 or 200, below 200, it means that you have the chance of getting admission into Al Hikmah University in Ilorin. It's a private university, right? The second university I'm going to be mentioning is that, don't forget, before I even mention the second university, don't forget that this particular school, they have different courses in the school, and they offer scholarship and accept both UTME and direct entry into their school. So you have no excuse not to gain admission this particular year. The second school I'll be mentioning is Delta State University. That's DELSU. DELSU cutoff mark is 150, and it depends on your course of study. So there are some courses that you can get admission with just 150, and they have the courses available in Department of Art, Social Science, Faculty of Education and Social Science, Faculty of Art rather, not department now. They offer these courses, and you can get admission into these particular departments, right? So all you need to do is go and do research based on these particular schools, or send me a DM. My WhatsApp link will be in the DM below. The next school is the Federal University Otuoke. That's Fuotuoke University in Bayelsa. Their cutoff mark is 140, and they are a federal university, and they have low cutoff. Now, do you see that? So federal university school fees are always very cheap, and if you are financially not buoyant, or your parents are not financially buoyant to send it to school, and you also actually score low mark, you can also apply to this Federal University Otuoke to gain admission this year with 140. Though it actually depends on your course of study that you select, but still you can always compromise to gain admission this year, right? Okay. Fourth university that I'll be mentioning today is the Ebonyi State University, and their cutoff is between 140 to 150 cutoff mark. Now, they have flexible screening processes. They have a very good accommodation for indigenes and non-indigenes, right? You can apply, and if some of these universities also have what we call the catchment areas. So if you are belonging to the catchment areas, your cutoff mark will be a little bit lower compared to that of others. The fifth university I'm mentioning is the University of Calabar, UNICAL. UNICAL cutoff is around 140 for certain courses. So for some courses you'll be doing in UNICAL, you'll be able to get admission into those schools and be able to offer those particular courses because they are low. I'm not mentioning those courses because I want you to do a little bit of work, right? So once you get the name of these schools, go and search for them based on the course and get the exact cutoff that your course requires. The sixth university I mentioned is the Osun State University, and their cutoff is between 160 to 180 for major courses, right? And they accept change of institution and transparent admission process. That means if you want to gain admission into Uni Osun right now, you can get admission into Uni Osun without any stress. All you need to do is go and change your current university to Uni Osun, and if you, and make sure you score around 160 to 180. The seventh university we're going to be looking at is the Federal University of Dusinma, that's Foodma, in Katsina. This is 140. If you are staying in the north, it will be easy for you to travel to Katsina for get admission into this particular school, right? One of the major things is that they offer sciences and art courses with low competition. Eighth university here is Lead City University in Ibadan. It's a private university, and their cutoff is 140. You can imagine how low that is, 140. So if you score 140, you can still gain admission this year. The ninth university is the Biham University, Karo. It's a private faith-based university in Abuja. I've been there before, and I have some students there. And their cutoff mark is 140, and this depends on the course of study, right? So they have courses that are as low as 140 cutoff, right? Taraba State University also, TSU. Taraba State University has a cutoff between 130 to 150, and you need to make sure that you do your research to know if your course of study falls within this category. If it does, why not? You can get admission this year. The admission is open, and you can go ahead and make sure you apply right now. Now, from all the universities I mentioned, one of the things in common is that you will notice that some of these schools that have low cutoff marks, they are majorly schools in the north. And I've seen people that transition from searching for schools in the south and west and just gain admission immediately they switch to a school in the north, because the admission requirement or the cutoff mark is very low. So if you are seeking admission and you've been rejected for the past few years, all you need to do is switch to a school in the north, and you'll be able to, because of the low admission requirements, you'll be able to gain admission, and you'll do well when you get to that particular school. So you should consider changing your institution using the JAMB portal. You can also send me a DM for that, right? So the fifth point, or the final point, is that if you want me to help you out with your change of admission, you can send me a DM and we'll just guide you through on what to do. But without my consultation, just go ahead and go to the JAMB center around you, and you'll be able to make your you'll be able to carry out your change of institution process, and then you'll be good to go. My name is Akingbola Ezekiel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.